What do these pieces of furniture have in common? They're all staged well. They all look like pieces that exist in a real home with someone's real styles and sensibilities. Staging furniture that you've refurbished is a surefire way to make sure that your piece stands out, and it gives reason to let people know that this is an elevated piece of furniture and the price should reflect that. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how I went from not staging my furniture and getting kind of, low prices for what I refurbished to staging my furniture, and how that has allowed me to reap all the benefits, make more money, and be taken more seriously on Facebook Marketplace. So let's do it. I bought this dresser on Facebook Marketplace for $50, and I like it a lot because it's solid wood, but I don't care for this bottom part. You can see it's just like not modern looking. People like things to be on legs that you can see kind of off the ground, and that just doesn't look super modern looking. As well, there's like these little like black metal pieces that are like on the tops and like in weird places on the bottom, so I'm gonna have to remove those. But all in all, it's got good bones, as they say. So I'm gonna pop off those black metal pieces on the tops and on the bottoms, and I'm gonna take off all of the hardware. All right, it's time to deal with this ugly bottom. Okay, if you could see underneath here, there's screws that are keeping those wood pieces, those big bulky wood pieces in place. If we unscrew those screws, it's gonna show us the possibility for some sexy little legs underneath this dresser. I'm sorry I said it that way. That was super weird. But yeah, so we're unscrewing those screws, and you'll see I'm gonna just take a mallet and pop that off. And even that is like a huge difference, like a major difference. Now I'm just gonna take a flathead screwdriver and a mallet and try to pop off those side pieces of wood. Just kind of wedge that in there and try to pop them off. It's just gonna take a little bit of work, but you see they come off easy and gives us a good outline of what's possible with this. All right, now you can see I already cut a little square in there, but I'm gonna take my jigsaw and cut a rectangle piece out of that middle portion, make it look like there's two legs in this dresser. Then I'm gonna take my orbital sander and I'm gonna put about 80 to 60 grit on there. I just wanna sand that all up, make it as close to level as possible. And this is the final look. Look at that. Now it looks like it's on two legs. It looks much more modern. People are gonna buy it. They're gonna love it. Look at that. I f***ed up a little bit right there, but it's gonna be fine because I'm gonna fix it. All right, so I wanted this to be a little bit more smooth underneath there, so I took a finer grit sandpaper, I think like a 120 or something, and I went underneath and I just sanded it all up, and then I went over the whole dresser itself with 120 grit sandpaper and then 220 grit sandpaper. Okay, so I'm ready to prime this, but before we prime this, I wanted to get inspired, so I went on Pinterest and picked something that I wanted my furniture piece to be close to, and I found this, and I really liked the color, so I went online and found the color, and now we're all set to start painting. Using this universal bonding primer from Rust-Oleum in a gray, I just spray down everything. And I went with the gray because my color is a darker green, so I just chose a darker color, right? That's why I wouldn't go with something like a white. All right, we're gonna fill in all those holes and gaps with some wood filler, filling in all the holes. And this piece of furniture had a lot of little dents and gaps and little cracks in it. And once I filled one up, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to fill all these little cracks up. So that's kind of what I did. And that's why it looks like I did when I had chickenpox in the 5th grade and I had to put calamine lotion all over my body. You guys remember calamine lotion? Dude, what was calamine lotion? That's so weird. What the hell was calamine lotion? Why were we all putting that? That's like the white people's cocoa butter. So I'm just taking a sanding block, like an 80 grit sanding block, and just getting in there and sanding it off my hand because there's more intricate pieces. I don't want to use it my orbital sander wand. All right, and this is the paint that I found from Pinterest. It's by Melange Paints, and it's called Restoration 1 Bronze. It's an all-in-one paint, so it's a paint and a sealer. So after this, I don't have to seal it. It's good to go, and it's awesome paint. I decided to use a brush on this because I hate loading paint in my paint sprayer, and I also don't like cleaning my paint sprayer. So this is my first coat. I decided to drill in the holes for the hardware and put the hardware on just to get a look at it. So I decided to take a little break from the furniture restorations and start focusing on the staging. As you could see, I think something that was messing me up before was this black background. I don't think it makes my furniture pop enough, so I decided to change it from black to white. I painted the whole thing white. After I painted that back wall white, I put 2 more coats on my dresser. I left an exposed piece of wood on the top to fit that sort of design, and then I sealed it with linseed oil. But when I showed it to my girlfriend, she was like, that doesn't look good because it's orange and green is a light color and orange is a dark color. So she was right, basically, and I realized I had to lighten up that wood color. So I made a wash. Basically, you just blend a brown matte color with a beige matte color and put some water in there and put it over the wood and wipe it off. So the end result on that wood looked like this, and I thought this was a tremendous upgrade. I think it matches well with the green color, and man, that looks a lot better. All right, so it's time to stage this furniture. I went to Target for literally almost everything. I bought that Longhorn canvas because I live in Texas and Longhorn, babe. I then went to Goodwill. I bought this rug for like $15. It's brand new. I put up my Longhorn canvas. It's looking pretty good. So now we're gonna put stuff on top of the dresser to add more dynamics to this image. Everything on top of this dresser besides the pumpkin and the 3 books are from Target. So that white vase, that bottle with the shrub thing in it, that beige vase, all from Target. All great buys. That pumpkin was something that my girlfriend had as a decoration for Halloween, and those 3 books are mine. For this, I've committed to the rule of 3, where I put something on either side of the dresser and something in the middle. I feel like it pulls it all together pretty nicely. Now it's time to grab a light and start taking pictures of this. Take all your pictures vertical, they look better on Marketplace. When listing my dresser on Facebook Marketplace, I want to give it some elevated words to match the elevated look. So I surf around, look at other people, see what they're doing, kind of copy and paste what I like, and then reword it in my own way. I ended up listing this dresser for $650. And I held out on that price for about 2 weeks. The major thing I learned about staging it was I was confident pricing it at $650, and not only that, but I got no low offers. Like, I got no low balls, I got no people jerking me around. Like, it was strictly just people who were interested in the dresser, and they were serious, right? So I got offers for $500 a lot. I got offers for $550. Ultimately, I held out on $650 for about 2 weeks. I wanted to see if anybody would bite on that, and it didn't seem like it was going to sell for $650, so I lowered it to $500, and then it sold 2 days later. So all in all, I think staging your furniture is super important if you want to sell for a higher price, and I'll definitely be staging all of my furniture from here on out. If you guys like this video, please like it. Leave a little comment. Leave a little comment if you remember calamine lotion. That was crazy. I'm sorry for that, by the way. That was just, I was like, dude, how do I remember the word calamine? I'm going to make more videos. I know I said I wasn't going to make more furniture videos, but you know what? My last video did kind of well, so I think I'm going to make more furniture videos. So until then, I'll see you next time.